This person is trapped in a cycle. He wakes up every day remembering you, and this is not a mere coincidence. He can't forget you. While you sleep, this person is analyzing his life, trying to understand where everything went wrong. He feels that every misstep was a learning experience, but the truth is that he still holds hope that life will bring you two together again. He dreams of the reunion, as if it were a second chance that never came. He said he needed to move on, but he does the opposite. In fact, he is wrapped up in thoughts about you. Every morning he imagines what it would be like to see you again. You know this because when he talks about new beginnings, there is a hesitation in his voice. You felt it when he tried to look away, as if hiding something much bigger. You are not imagining it. He is struggling with his own feelings. This person truly feels that part of what happened was necessary, as if each mistake had a purpose. But the truth is harsher. He feels lost without you. He gets involved with other people, but no smile seems genuine. He tries to fill the void, but only ends up feeling emptier afterward. What he really hides is the fear of facing the feelings that are still there, beating strongly. In other words, the courage is not his, and that overwhelms him. Meanwhile, you continue with your routine, trying not to think about him. But the truth is, he is still there in the back of your mind, and in moments of weakness, you also find yourself thinking about him. You avoid looking at his photos, avoid the places you used to frequent, but in every corner you pass, a piece of the memory returns. He, on the other hand, keeps trying to figure out how to approach but feels weak in the face of what his heart is screaming. The situation is simple. This person loves you. He may not say it out loud, but with each passing day, this becomes more evident. Meanwhile, her voice echoes in his mind, and he gets lost in memories. He has already imagined her in many scenarios, but he doesn't have the courage to act. He believes that time can heal, but what time really does is leave the wounds open, with each passing moment reminding him of what he let slip away. This person is immersed in memories of you. He can't avoid it. Each passing day, the memory of you becomes more intense, like a wound that doesn't heal. When night falls and silence invades his room, he lies down and closes his eyes with the hope that you will be the last image in his mind. He wakes up and again you are the first thought. In those moments he seeks the old messages, reads every word, and feels a deep pain because he knows they are not just words. They are fragments of a story he can't leave behind. While you sleep, this person looks for your pictures. Your image smiles at him through the screen. Every time he sees your face, something inside him stirs. This person said that he needed space, lied. Deep down, the truth is that he misses the connection you had. He wants to understand why everything ended, but admitting this to himself is a painful process. And you know this because at some point you felt it was mutual. Remember, when you realized that the time together was not trivial. Those looks, the smiles that spoke, more than words. You felt it when he hesitated, when the truth was about to come out and you were there, waiting for him to open up. You are not imagining this. What this person really feels is a mixture of love and fear. He hides it behind a facade of indifference, but behind this appearance, there is a guy who wonders if there is still an us that can be saved. He feels paralyzed. Deep down he knows that the connection you had is rare and precious, but he fears what you think. He's afraid to reveal his feelings and be rejected. This prevents him from acting. In the meantime, you continue living your life. You try to move on, but there are days when you also pick up your phone waiting for a notification that never comes. You wonder if he also feels lost, if he still has you on his mind. And the answer is yes. He's thinking about you, but the struggle between the desire to reconnect and the fear of another failure keeps him paralyzed. He is also surrounded by other people. He tries to distract his mind, laughing, drinking, hanging out with friends. But at the end of the day, when everything falls silent, he realizes that none of them compare to you. None of them provoke the same intensity, the same truth. And he knows this, but he can't do anything about it. This person dreams of what could be. He imagines meeting you in some place with a light conversation, an unexpected encounter that could change everything. He fantasizes about these situations repeatedly, but in practice he remains stagnant, because the reality is that he sends messages to himself but doesn't have the courage to send them to you. And you're there, stuck in a cycle of hope and doubt, wishing that this person would make a move, that he would have the courage to reach out to you, to open his heart and speak the truth that is stuck in his throat. But so far he hasn't done anything, and with each passing day it becomes clearer that the chances are slipping away. The truth is that he already realizes he can't escape what he feels. He knows that if he does nothing, he will continue sinking into nostalgia. He knows that taking a risk is better than staying in uncertainty. But fear he is trapped in his own pride, unable to make the approach that could reconnect you. And deep down in your consciousness, you already knew this. You knew that this person still holds hope, that despite everything, the unstitched wounds continue to scream. Time does not stop, and life goes on, but he will keep thinking about how to realign them. The question that remains is, until when? And that answer is already with the both of you. This person cannot stop thinking about you, and this is not just a phase. He reviews every moment you both spent together, every laugh, every look, while you sleep. He is awake, thinking about how everything could be different. He pretends that he is okay, but the truth is that he is trapped in a cycle of regret. He said he needed space, but he lied. What he really needed was courage. Courage to face his feelings, courage to admit that you are, without a doubt, the best part of his life. Deep down, he knows that he can't forget you, but he doesn't know how to come back. So he hides behind excuses, and you know this because you feel his absence. You noticed how everything changed after he distanced himself. You felt it when he began to lose interest, even though on the outside, everything seemed normal. This person still has your number, but he doesn't call. He is paralyzed by doubt. You're not imagining it. What he really feels is a deep love that he cannot put into words. He is afraid that it is too late, afraid that your opportunity has slipped away. At the same time, he acts as if he doesn't care, as if everything is under control. But it's not. Meanwhile, you are there, living your life. You are trying to move on, but the memory of him appears at unexpected moments. You avoid places that used to be significant, try not to catch yourself thinking about him, but it is inevitable. He stays in your head and weighs on your heart, doesn't he? This person is surrounding himself with distractions, going out with others, but when night comes and silence sets in, it is you that he searches for in his memories. He laughs with the friends, but the truth is that he misses you. He wonders what you are doing if you still think about him, and it eats him up inside. He maintains this facade that everything is fine, but behind it is someone who is struggling with his feelings. He is afraid to reveal to you what is really going on inside. He hides the insecurity and the pain he feels. He knows that with each passing day, the chance of you two meeting again decreases, and that paralyzes him. And you keep waiting for a message, a sign, anything at all, but the inbox remains empty. With every notification that arrives, your heart races, but soon shatters when you realize it's not him. It's like living in limbo. You wait and hope for something to change, but you have no control over it. Above all, you feel like it's a chess game and he's not playing. Meanwhile, the reality is that if he wanted to, he could have courage. He could simply send a message and ask how you are. But he doesn't. Pride and fear hold him prisoner. And instead of you receiving affection, you continue to carry this anguish inside you. And the brutal truth is that he knows you are special. He is aware that what you had was rare, and, as much as he tries to ignore it, he will eventually recognize that he is losing something he won't find again with anyone else. This person is struggling in a cycle of insecurities that he himself has fed. He wakes up thinking of you but convinces himself that he can move on. He said he needed time, but that's just a euphemism for "I don't know what to do." While you sleep, this person is looking at your photos, wondering if he will ever have you near again. With each new dawn, he imagines a reunion, as if that could be the rescue of everything that was lost. You know this because you have already seen him hesitate when he hears your name. That expression of his, that sometimes distant, sometimes ardent, makes it clear that he has not forgotten you. You felt it when the atmosphere was charged with something else, that tension that never dissipated. You are not imagining things. Every unsent message, every unliked photo is just a reflection of what he feels. He feels that nothing that happened was in vain. Inside him, hope bubbles for a future that may never arrive. He tells himself that he feels nothing, but the truth is that your absence weighs on his thoughts. The number of times he has reviewed your conversations, caught himself reminiscing about moments you shared together, is absurd. This person who should be moving on is actually paralyzed, trapped by the fear of going back. Meanwhile, you continue with your own questions. You look to the future with a hint of hope and pain, wondering if he still holds a space for you. But the reality is harsh. For him, fear is a treacherous ally. He hides behind shallow interactions with other people who don't understand him like you do. Social norms prevented him from opening up and being vulnerable. He feels that his love for you would make him weak, and that weakness terrifies him. He wishes he could be more than this, but pride remains an obstacle. Meanwhile, you gain strength within yourself, but the uncertainty consumes you. Seeing him with other people hurts you, even though he never managed to replace you, because deep down, you know that he is deceiving himself. Have you noticed when he was about to reach out to you and then hesitated? Those moments when the connection seemed so palpable that anyone could cut the tension in the air. You miss him, and he misses you. But both got lost in a game of pride. The brutal truth is that this person loves you. What he really hides is vulnerability. He cares deeply about what you think, about the possibility of having missed the chance to have something meaningful. He doesn't have the courage to take the step that could change everything because he's afraid of failing again. And meanwhile, you're here, waiting for a sign, a gesture. You continue your life, but his absence has a direct impact on your happiness. Seeing others, building new connections, his presence lingers, and that is painful. What he doesn't realize is that by keeping silent, he is letting the opportunity slip through his fingers. He also knows that time won't stop, but still, he chooses to remain in inertia. This person is stuck in a cycle of memories. He wakes up with the weight of your absence, and every little detail of the day makes his heart race, reminding him that you could be there. He feels the need to connect, but the words get stuck in his throat. It's as if he's creating conversations with himself. While you sleep, this person stays awake, revisiting moments you shared, trying to find a way to turn nostalgia into courage. He said he needed time and space. He lied. What this person really needs is to face the fear he feels of opening his heart again. This person lies to himself so much that he has come to believe that it would be easier to live without you. But the truth is, he can't get you out of his head. You knew this. You felt it when he stopped trying to connect. You're not imagining it. When he looks at the photos, he is filled with longing and remorse. He saw your smile and remembered how good it felt to be by your side. And yet he pulls away, pretends he is fine, but the truth is the emptiness you left is bigger than he imagines. This person feels that everything was in vain, but the reality is that he secretly carries a hope. The hope that life will bring you together again, even if it doesn't make sense. He hides this hope behind a facade of disinterest and indifference. This person wants you to know that even in silence you weigh on his mind. He tries to move on, but finds himself comparing every person he meets with you. No one comes close to what you represent. Meanwhile, you are living your life, trying to leave this behind, but every now and then, you pick up your phone and wonder if he remembers too. You have this doubt, and the answer is yes, but he is still paralyzed. He has these internal conversations where he imagines a perfect reunion in his mind, but in practice he escapes reality. He is afraid to take the step and be rejected. He fears that you have moved on and found someone who had the courage he still hasn't found, and this imprisons him. He has written messages that he never sent, swallowing each word out of fear of seeming weak. Sorry always seems small compared to what he did. He feels guilty, knows he left you without answers and you deserve more. He knows he may have ruined something beautiful, but insecurity speaks louder, and he hides like a coward. He doesn't know how to apologize nor how to resume the conversation that abruptly stopped. Meanwhile, you are here, waiting and wondering if he thinks about you. You know that he is not indifferent. In fact, you know that he imagines scenarios where you meet again and everything makes sense once more. But the truth is that he still hasn't had the courage to act. He continues watching your life from afar, without taking any action, trapped in his own fear while time slips through his hands, and you already knew that.